Good morning, my beautiful followers. How is everyone doing today? So today, as promised yesterday, we're going to be talking about sexless relationships, marriages, and those committed partners that are in the romantic field. And this sexless viewpoint that so many people bring to me in my coaching business. So in truth, this is a really hot topic. It's a hot topic in that when you talk about it with individuals, it will bring you into your emotions. It'll bring you into your anger and you don't understand. I work with couples that will get so incredibly angry in sessions when discussing this topic. And I get men and women in sessions, individual sessions, and they're really struggling with this concept. And the fact is, it is a heated debate. It is a heated situation. And so before I even get into it, I want to say it's complex. It's complex, and each scenario is a little bit different. However, I really hope to open your mind just a little bit to both sides of this equation, this belief that we can have a romantic relationship that is sexless. Now, I get usually men in my practice, and they're like, my wife doesn't want to have sex. She has decided we are not having sex in our relationship anymore, that this is a long-term situation. We're not having sex. And to be fair, I've actually heard it in the reverse, where it's like the woman going like, my husband decided that we're just not having sex anymore. We're just done. We're done. And I think there are times in committed romantic relationships, and even sometimes in shorter term relationships, when something happens and it is appropriate for us to set a boundary of, right now, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to have sex. I'm processing through something, or I just had a baby, or I have a lot of stress at work. And right now, sex is really not on my priority list, and sharing that with a partner. I remember specifically a year or two ago, I had some old sexual trauma come up, and I had to look at my partner and go, right now, I don't want to have sex. I need to process through what's going on within me before I'm ready to jump back in. And it was a few weeks before we were able to step back into that sexual relationship, and we did it slowly, and he listened, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. But that was a short amount of time. What I'm talking about here is those long-term relationships of 5, 10, 20 years where the partners are not having sex. And one partner is like, I really want sex. I need sex. Guess what? We all need sex. We all need sex. And yesterday I presented on how it's really nobody else's, responsibility to give us our orgasm or give us sex. But at the same time, it is a basic human need to be touched and to move that sexual energy. Otherwise, we do have mental issues that come from that, physical issues that come from that, from the lack of engagement in sex. That is why it is seen as one of the basic human needs. We have taken that off of some of the basic human needs pyramids because it makes us uncomfortable in Western society to talk about sex, but it is an actual basic human need. And so when we get into a relationship and we decide, I don't want to have sex, but I am committed to somebody else, and in a romantic relationship, a marriage is pretty normal that you're having sex, and you shut that off, and then you tell the other partner, guess what? You can't have sex either. You have just made a huge issue for that other human. You have decided for them that just because you don't want to have sex, their sexuality now has to be stifled. Now they can't have sex. And this oftentimes is seen as can be used as a very controlling element. Because if that other partner was to go outside the marriage, unless it is an open relationship, that person is cheating. And yet, you're not willing to step in and step up potentially in that relationship to help meet a partner's needs. And it is conflictual. It is a hot debate because, like I said, if somebody has just had a baby or is going through something, there is an element of, of waiting and supporting somebody, and no one owes us sex, so it shouldn't be like this. However, if we're dealing with years and years and years and one partner is unwilling to even communicate, I can tell you, I have people all the time that come in, all the time, that are married or in a committed relationship. They have decided that they're in a monogamous committed relationship, and so that is what they've decided. And I asked them, well, when was the last time you even talked to your partner and said, hey, I get it. I get you don't want to have sex, but here's the issue. Like, this is a need I have. This is something I'm wanting to explore my sex. I'm wanting to step in here. And oftentimes they go, that will not go over well. So this is two-part issue. Number one, if you as a partner can't sit in kind of the fire of that conversation around your sexuality with your committed partner, then you need to be looking at yourself, your own sexual shame, your own issues. And then at the same time, if you're the partner who is wanting sex and you're just scared of your partner's reaction, then that is also looking at your own stuff and being able to stand in the fire of that communication. Because nobody has the right to control another human's basic human needs. And so if we're going years and years without sex, and we tell our partners, well, you must now, because I've decided this for me, you must go the rest of your life without sex because I've decided I don't want sex, then that is a controlling aspect of a relationship. And at the same time, we all need to still have understanding for, again, if somebody's having a baby, if someone's going through something, there is this, and I don't like the word balance, but this balancing point, this harmony in a relationship of understanding and letting somebody process through something and also not getting our needs met on demand. And then there is a level of it becomes manipulative. It becomes controlling when you say, I don't want this, so you can't have it either. And so if that's the case, then I get lots of women who are like, well, he just needs to get over it. Well, and then those are the same women. Sorry, guys, I know I'm going to piss some people off. Those are oftentimes the same women who get pissed off because their husbands went and had sex with somebody else. Now, I am not advocating cheating here. That is still cheating. But at the end of the day, we need to have those hard conversations about how sex is important to us. And if you're the partner who is not getting sex, guess what? Step into the fucking fire. Step up and go, hey, I hear that you're not wanting to have sex. You don't want to expand in this way, and that's okay. But I need to do something for me. And that is a really hard conversation to have. And then if you're the partner who is going, I don't want to have sex, so I don't want them to have sex either, that is you needing to really look within and do your work, to do that hard work. And I would be happy to do that work with you. I work with people all the time in this. And so you can always reach out to me, addisonbellchat.com, because I love working with this issue. But I really want you to look at, where are you trying to control somebody else because you don't want something? It's not in alignment with you, so you're making decisions for others. And that really is the cornerstone of this entire issue. And so really, I would love to hear your thoughts below. I would love to hear your comments. I know that this is a hot topic. And because it gets edgy with cheating, it gets edgy with forcing, duty sex and forcing yourself to do something you're not engaged with. Like I said, this is a complex conversation, but I did feel like it was important for me to bring it to the surface, bring that conversation to the surface, because we each have a right to nurture our sexuality. And while it's nobody else's responsibility to give us that, when we are in a committed monogamous relationship, we do enter with a level of expectation, a level of commitment to meet some of those particular needs. Now that we can go into open relationships, all kinds of other kinds of relationships, but right now we're talking about committed monogamous relationships. So hope you guys all got something amazing out of that. Would love your comments. Again, you can reach out to me at addisonbellchat.com, and I hope you beautiful followers have an amazing rest of your day. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.